Felmesser here from felmesser.co, and today's video is the unboxing and the setting up of the Synology DS218j or 218j. There you go. And this is a NAS, network attached storage device, with 2 bays for 2 hard drives. Now that's actually not a hard drive, that is a cardboard box, but it contains a hard drive. So we'll be unboxing them in just a second. So let's have a look. What do we have in the box of the Synology DS218j? A DiskStation by the name of it. So we unbox, we have the box. And in the box we have a bunch of cables, as you would expect. Juice, network cable, bubble wrap, power supply, a quick installation guide, which we will be following, and a couple of bits and pieces for holding it down, making it stable, and some screws, more screws, and some more screws. So let's lay all that out so you can see what we got in the box. Is that everything in the box? Just going to check under the packaging. Sometimes there's other bits and pieces. I think we're good. We're good. Nothing hidden in the sides here. It's well packaged, I must say. Keep it safe and sound. And here it says on the box, Synology mobile support. Enjoy file sharing or multimedia streaming on the go with mobile apps. Surveillance. Monitor and store live video feeds from IP cameras. Very handy. Backup. Protect data with diverse tools for local or off-site backup. And data security. Safeguard system resources and data with robust security tools. So that's all the blah. Oh, let's have a little bit more. File sharing, share files with anyone, no matter the device. That's very handy. Anywhere access, easily access file services and applications wherever you go. We'll be looking into that so you can use it in your local network and access it from external via the internet. And cloud synchronization, synchronize data across multiple devices with your own cloud. So that could be very handy. And multimedia, stream photos, movies and music files to mobile devices or TVs, which is also a wonderful little plus point. And apparently it works with Windows, Macs and Linux for Androids and iOS. So that is the Synology DiskStation. Let's have a see what it looks like in this little package here. Let's have a little look-see. It's exciting, isn't it? Like Christmas all over again. Up. There we go. The DiskStation. Nice, clean looking box, which is what it is. It's a box. And with a ventilator and a bunch of USB and data connection devices on it. Hopefully that will focus and we can see that. And the little LED front panel that we'll be taking a closer look. So there we are. We'll have a see. So now I will go to the next section, which is the hard drives. Because this thing has 2 bays and we will need, where's my little, right here. Gonna need 2 of these, and I'll just show you what I bought. Hopla! These are not very expensive. Actual hard drives. Could have gone for SSD, but for the price, we can get these are Terabyte hard drives. actual SATA or SATA hard drives for about 50 euros, $60, something like that. So I'll get 2 of those and we're going to mount them into here. So then we can have not 2 times 1 terabyte, but 1 terabyte spread across 2 hard drives simultaneously for the purposes of data security. And we'll go into that specifically, and I'll put a link to another video showing what that's all about. And the idea of that, of course, is that one hard drive has identical information as the second hard drive, and if one fails, which they usually will do because they're hard drives, you can take one out whilst the other one's still got all your data on it, put a new hard drive in and it'll copy all the data across, and then this one being older will probably fail next, so that's taken out and put the other one, and so on for the life of forever. Unless you have a terrible crash and both hard drives fail at the same time, in which case it doesn't work. But up until that point, your data is safe. So we'll be using one of these to have 2 copies of the same data on 2 hard drives simultaneously. So that's it for this little introduction. Now into the setting up. All right. Let's rock and roll. Oops. Okay, so let's follow these instructions. Slide the front cover off to the side. There you go. So we're off. Front cover is off. And we have inside 2 SATA drive connections. So if you have apparently bought 2.5-inch hard drives, you'll need some extra support, which you can get, and the 3.5-inch just slide right in, one on top of each other as shown. So let's do that. Keep our little packaging the right way around. Now of course that would just slide right in here. That's that little one right there. And then this one sits on here. There's some little supports, and that clicks right in there. There we go. I think we're seated in. And then we're just going to put the little screws in. Right here, we're going to put those screws in, and I won't bore you with putting the screws in. So we'll just pause the video. Great. So now we've mounted the 2 hard drives into the box and secured them with 2 screws either side in these rubber mounting supports, which help reduce the vibration of the hard drives from one to the other. And now we just slide the little cover back on, up like so. Hopefully that'll work perfectly because this is live video. There we go, we're in. And we have 2 little securing screws at the back, which I will just pop right in. Hopla. There's a little notch to open this, hopefully. No, it isn't. Alright, there we are. And they've got 3 screws, which is nice because only 2 holes, but you know, they're tiny little fiddly screws. They could get lost somewhere. So, just put them in. Hopla. And having a magnetized screwdriver does help. So that's just to screw the cover on. It's not massively. And now I've got my power supply already plugged in, so we're ready to go. And of course we're going to need a network connection. And in true Blue Peter style, show my age, Here's one I prepared earlier. So, network cable in the back. There you go. See that? Network cable in the back. Power supply. Got my little screw, spare screw back in his bag. And put them safely away. Recycle your packaging, help save the planet. And then we're going to turn this little puppy on, the sort of inset power supply switch right here. And so now we are waiting for instructions. We have followed the other instructions, which is put the cover on, power in, network cable, juice, turn the puppy on, and now we have to go to findsynology.com. So that's what we're going to do, and I will join you on my computer in just a moment. See, we're all booting up. All right, so here we are at my computer. Welcome. And we're going to do some downloads to get some software to access the NAS. And we go to what was it? Downloads.synology.com. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. Download.synology.com. And we're in the download center. And we choose the NAS and the model number of the NAS that we've got. And we can download the operating system, which is the system that resides on the NAS itself, which we'll do. Boom. So that's going. And we're going to pick a desktop utility, which is the Synology Assistant, in order to search for the disk station on the network and set up and install DSM on the disk station. So we're going to need that. So I'm not going to bore you why those little things they download, so back in a second. Cool, so now we've downloaded that, we're going to run the Synology Assistant. And it asks me if I want it in French because I'm in France, but I'm going to put it in English. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. I think we're good. Let's run it. And we authorize the access. Evidently. Right. So. It seems to be running. Let's see what it's going to do. Oh. Okay. Pause. Alright, so after a little debug of allowing my antivirus to allow the functions of the Synology server, because of course that's a lot of external internet connectivity which goes on, or it can be allowed, the antivirus wanted to stop that, so we had to let it do its thing. So that's being validated. Now we can accept the conditions of the license, and it has found, as you could see, I just see right here, it's found my disk station, which is cool. So let's go see what we're doing with that. Hopla! Oh, that's where we were, and now it's opened this. Ah, okay. So it's opened this wonderful web page, the Synology Web Assistant. So let's configure it. Now we're going to install the last software on it. Let's do it. Yep. The 2 disks are brand new, so it's just warning you that it's going to wipe the disks. So I'll let it do its thing and I'll be back in a second. Wow, look at that. We're starting. And we have a 10-minute countdown after the installation of the software and the formatting of the hard drives. So we're going to let that run. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. Cheers. And I'll see you guys back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. Right, so that seems to have been finalized happily and took about nearly 10 minutes, I suppose. And now it's asking me about administrator access and the account. So I'm going to set that up and then see what the next step is. Stay with me. So now that we've named the server and added a user and a very strong password, because this will be accessible via the internet, so you want an extremely strong password. And next step. And the next step is to set up a Synology account to have a quick connect ID. So that's done. Next step. So it gives you an address to access from the web and a little link that you can just put on your desktop. And then we have the components to put in. So now I think we are basically in the meat and potatoes of the disk drive DiskStation. And we can see the little sort of micro programs, if you like, that run on the basis of the DiskStation Manager, and we can put some of those on. So I think we'll call this a wrap for this video. That was the installation. You'll install on your station the pieces of software that you want, and we'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click that little notifications bell so you can see when I upload a new video. And if you want to get you one of these, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can see what choices you have. And hopefully you can keep your data safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.